The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Thankfully, we do.
Goodness.
So, after I do my my night show tonight, I'll get home, go to bed, wake up in the morning, hit the road. Like 2 weekends in a row, I'm traveling, going to Atlanta.
Yeah.
To see the Braves play the Phillies with my son. Does your brother need anything from home that I could take him, Riggins, since he lives in Atlanta? You know that whole thing. Hey, if you need anything, I'm coming to Atlanta.
Let me tell you the dumbest thing ever. We have a Japanese, like an express Japanese restaurant in my hometown. Mm-hmm. And when my parents go down to Atlanta, they travel up to our hometown to get it, pack it in a cooler with ice, and bring it back down. Now, this is express Japanese food. These are a dime a dozen. It's like the hibachi. Like you get teriyaki chicken with the sweet carrots and the rice and the shrimp sauce, the yum yum sauce. Those are a dime a dozen. He said they don't exist in Atlanta. So they drive to our hometown an hour away, the opposite direction, and then traverse and drive, 5 hours to get to Atlanta with this, styrofoam plate of express Japanese food.
What?
Yeah.
He lives in one of the biggest cities in America. They don't have those?
They don't have them. I guarantee you, within 5 minutes of a Google search, I can find 10 places. So it's express hibachi food.
So it's not that he just likes the way this is cooked because it's what he had growing up. He just says they don't have any of those places in general.
I think he's overly sentimental about certain things. Yeah. And even if it did exist, he would say it's not the same. He's like to me, that's very feminine to be that sentimental about things. I just think it's odd. I mean, it was good. Yeah. We ate it a lot. But I guarantee you live in Metro Atlanta. You can find it.
You want me to look for him while I'm there?
Yeah, see if you can find some.
Does he live in the Buckhead area?
No. No.
Okay.
No.
And because I was going to say, if he lives in, he probably lives in a highfalutin area, and they may not have hibachi grills close to him.
Yeah, I guarantee even if you found it, it would not. It's not the same. And my other brother's kind of we have a hot dog place in my hometown that he likes, and they always bring him chili and stuff like that. But I don't know.
And they like doing it because they want it. When they were little, the memories and all of that. Yeah, I get it.
It's crazy to me.
There's nothing in your hometown that you're that sentimental about?
No, I mean, if I'm driving through, I might be like, oh, yeah, I want to go get a barbecue sandwich at this one place because we ate it all the time. But we live in North Carolina. There's 1,000 places that serve a similar barbecue sandwich. It's Lexington-style barbecue. You can get it in a lot of places. So, no, I'm not overly sentimental about anything, but especially the food.
Yeah.
My parents are the same way.
Sentimental or not sentimental?
Very sentimental. Oh, yeah. Chicago. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of that.
Well, I mean, I'm not as sentimental about food, but where I'm from and where I grew up, obviously, it's a unique style of food. So that's a little different. But if I go back to Louisiana, I do want to go to certain places because it's just good.
Right.
But yeah, I don't have my in-laws pack up stuff and bring it to me from the what's it called? Walk-On's sports bar.
Yeah, right.
Because we got sports bars all over the place.
You can get it. Maybe something from the Catfish Cabin or something.
Yeah. Robbie G's.
Yeah.
Local seafood place. Boils crawfish.
Yeah.
You bring me some of them. Robbie G's smoked duck quesadillas.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, and my brothers don't even like the good stuff. They're like, see if you can bring some pizza back from like Village Inn. I'm like, well, we got Village Inn in a lot of places. It's just a pizza buffet and it's good. You've had it. It's good pizza.
We have one in this town.
Yeah, I'm like, come on.
But yeah, the pizza is everywhere now.
Yeah.
Now,
crazy.
When I go to visit the family in Louisiana, there is one pizza place that I always want to work that in while we're there because I do like their pizza. Mm-hmm. But again, I don't have them bring it to me.
No. And I guarantee you it's my mom doing it. My dad is rolling his eyes because he's not sentimental at all. So I guarantee she's like, we got to do it. We got to do it. And he's like, all right.
Well, because it gives her another opportunity to be their mom.
Yeah, is that what it
that's
is?
a mom thing, yeah. Because my mama told me when I grew up and was out of the house, and she said, you realize when your kids are grown that nobody needs you for anything. So you feel differently in the world because, you know, your whole adult life was spent being needed by, you know, other people, and nobody needs me anymore.
Yeah.
To survive, you know.
Do you I'm going to remind my mom, I don't need you anymore,
Yeah.
Mom. Deal with it.
I told you, it was a kick in the gut the first time my daughter told me when I was standing in the pool waiting on her to jump to me, I'll catch you. And she says, no, move, Daddy. I don't need you to catch me anymore. Yeah. I was like, you little... I made her get out of the pool. That's it. You get out. You're not swimming anymore today. That's just mean.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny.
When you subscribe to the show, you get all of our shows right when you open up your podcast apps, YouTube app, or social media. Learn more at tjriggins.com/subscribe.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
So, Riggins, when you lived in the city, did you ever ride around on those city scooters that, you know, people just leave and then you just go run your credit card through it and then you take off in it?
Litter. That's what they
Yeah.
are. Yeah, every once in a while I did. If mostly the times I used it was going to Chipotle. For some reason, I just always, because it was on the opposite side of the city and I didn't want to walk there, and I would get Chipotle pretty regularly. So I would take the scooter over there.
I wonder if they did one of those swabs of the handlebars and all of that of those, how many germs would be on them. You know how they do that at hotels and all?
Yeah.
Find out where the most germs in the hotel. It's always the remote control.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably got Dookie, all the worst things on there. I'm sure of it.
And how often do you pick up one and then the battery's dead on it?
Not often, because like in your app, like they'll tell you where, if you're looking for one
Yeah.
on your app, it kind of gives you an indication of which ones are active and stuff like that. But it's happened. But when I would be walking the dog around town before coming into work, that's when all the guys that charge them, that get paid to charge them, start sweeping the streets for them. And they roll up in pickup trucks. And in the back of their pickup, there's probably 50. They sticking up like, I don't know. It's just a chaos mess of these scooters in the back of pickups. And then they take them all to wherever they charge them and plug them all in. And they get paid per charge. So I don't know. It was a crazy scene out there.
So they're not even pulling a trailer to put them on, like put them in the bed of the truck and in a trailer like they do at the beach. You know, you'll see those guys running around delivering bicycles to the beaches. You know, people rent bicycles. They'll have a big trailer pulling on the truck. Yeah.
Sometimes they didn't even have a pickup. They would just fly up in a van, open the sliding door, look like a kidnapping. They'd run out onto the sidewalk, throw it in, slam the door, and then move on their way. It was crazy.
Yeah, because the faster you go, the more you get, the more money you get for charging.
I always wondered, though, can it be that lucrative using your energy at your house to charge these things? Like,
Is that how they do it? They don't have a shop or something?
I don't know. I think you have to charge them on your own.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many you can charge at a time.
I guess how many outlets you got. I don't even know how they charge.
And is it like you work for the company, or is it just like whoever can get them and charge them? If you're on our list, we'll pay you for it.
I think you're an independent contractor, but you're working through Bird or whatever they are. You're getting paid per scooter that you juice.
That's silly.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it was like the latest hustle. When those things started to blow up, everybody was trying to do that.
Mm-hmm. But I saw where those Waymo cars are, if they're outside unattended or whatever, they beep and they make all kinds of noise and stuff, and people are going out and trying to put stuff over the sensors of them and all that, keep them from beeping and everything.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know how that works, but they're driverless cars that people use as taxis and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Somebody said that we don't have Waymo cars around here.
No, we don't.
But I think they're lying, because every night I'm seeing Waymo cars on the highway than I used to see.
Good.
Yeah, there's Waymo cars.
Damn. Yeah, I think they're just in like all the expected places.
Yeah, like L.A.
Yeah, Austin, I'm sure. But it is cool. I want to get in one when they're available. I think it would be a cool experience.
I don't.
You don't. No interest.
No, and I think all this AI and all this stuff is going to, I mean, it's going to cripple us.
You think?
Just taking away all these jobs, what are people going to do? AI is going to be running everything soon. And where, all these businesses and industries and stuff, they're just going to not have employees. And where are those people going to go? They're just going to rot, I guess.
Just going to rot.
Because there are not going to be any jobs that come along to replace those. I mean, people who used to be milkmen, nobody uses milkmen anymore, but they went on to do something else in the dairy industry maybe or whatever. It's going to be all run by machines, so you won't need anybody.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Dark days is coming.
You think?
Dark days is coming, Brother Riggins, I'm telling you.
First the milkman, next the...
Yeah, and it's not going to be a problem of robots taking over and killing everybody. It's going to be that, taking everybody's jobs. Mm-hmm. So, top of the morning to you. Go take on the day.
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
So you've heard me talk about Mandu Charlotte, and now it's your time to go for absolutely free. Mandu Charlotte is an electromuscle stimulation workout. It's only 15 minutes, and it feels like you've been in the gym for hours. You're toner, leaner, stronger. You feel better in your clothes. You look better in your clothes. What's not to love? So check out Mandu Charlotte at tjriggins.com/fitness and get your first session free. Mandu Charlotte.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
Riggins, yesterday you said that your brother being so sentimental about the food that he grew up with and all that, and when your parents go to Atlanta to visit him, they take him food from home, this Japanese place. You said that was feminine.
Yeah.
Now, did you say that's feminine because of being sentimental about that, or sentimental in general?
I think being overly sentimental. I just didn't grow up with that attitude, so we're not a sentimental group.
Yeah. Well, why are both of your brothers that way?
I think they got lost along the way. Yeah. They veered off the course. I don't know what happened. Now they're taking pictures all the time, and it's very upsetting to me.
Well, some might say that people who are overly sentimental about the past, it means that they're not happy in the present.
Maybe.
You think that's the case with your brothers? I mean, they are both married, so that's a big chance that they're not happy.
Maybe
living with women,
Maybe
that'll rob you of happiness quickly.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
And the fact that I'm not sentimental means I'm not going to ask them if they're happy or not. Like I don't care. Like figure it out. You're an adult. You got kids now. That's not about you. Don't worry about it. No one's thinking about you.
I get more sentimental about things with my kids, like when my kids were little, more so than I do about when I was little.
Well, yeah.
Seeing things that, like the other day on my daughter's birthday, I did a post and then I put the Hannah Montana music behind it because we used to watch Hannah Montana together and all that. So that kind of thing, when I stop and think that, it seems like that was maybe 5 years ago, but it was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Or, 15 years ago or something. That kind of, to see her now and then think about her back then, it's just like, it's two different worlds.
It is.
But that kind of stuff makes me sentimental. I don't sit around and get sentimental for, when I hit a home run in the in the district baseball game.
Yeah, right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there wasn't anything really in my hometown that I grew up with that that I can't get anywhere else, or stuff like that. But I do miss the watermelon from the area of Louisiana that I grew up. There's a little town called Saline, and Saline always had the best watermelons. There's something about the soil there in it or something, but they were always the best. And our watermelons never were round. They were always the big
oblong.
Yeah.
Good.
I miss them.
That's watermelon.
Trying to prove how not sentimental I am, but I just proved the opposite. I miss them Saline watermelons. I miss Nana and Papa's house. I miss Aunt Tina's Nova, her bicentennial Nova she used to drive around.
Nova.
Yeah.
The Chevy Nova?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a bicentennial edition of it. It was white, and then it had red, white, and blue pinstripes all over it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. 1976.
The bicentennial version. I bet that was sick. Hell yeah.
Yeah, juggle it.
I will.
Tell you be wanting one.
I might.
Maybe try and get you one.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
The TJ and Riggins Show is new at 7 a.m. Eastern each weekday morning and available most anywhere you watch or listen to shows. YouTube, podcast platforms, streaming, and radio station sites are all now at our media center at tjriggins.com. It works just like an app, easy to navigate, and you'll get everything right there on one page. All the podcasts, all the videos, all the great deals you can take advantage of as a member of the radio family. The TJ and Riggins Show is right there in your hand. Learn how to add it to your phone's home screen at tjriggins.com/ad.
Proving once again that we'll do anything for $1. This is the Extra Funny podcast with TJ and Riggins.
Here we are, Friday. Every Friday, extra funny is special because it's the 1-star strip club reviews.
Yeah. Throw on your free strip club t-shirt.
Hey.
Let's get it. Did you ever get a free strip club t-shirt?
It wasn't free. I bought one time.
You bought one?
Yeah, when I was out in California as a 20-year-old, thinking that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't buy it. It was my last week before I was moving back home, and so it was going to be my last time out with the boys from work, and so they bought me one.
I'm gonna wear it with pride.
What they did though, they went around. This is so trashy. They bought the T-shirt and then went around and had all the dancers sign it, unbeknownst to me.
Oh,
so when they presented it to me, it was autographed, and one old gal had even taken lipstick, put it on her nipple, and made a nipple print on that T-shirt.
Oh, now that's
they was all freaking out about that.
That's cool, dude.
I think they wanted it more than I did.
Oh my! You don't have that, do you?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh. The stripper signed the T-shirt. That's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Well, this is the 1-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real 1-star reviews from real strip clubs across the United States. We'll start in Salisbury, Massachusetts, at a place called Kittens. Joey left a 1-star review. The lap dance I got was a joke. Picture this. She had her back to me. She had her hands on her knees, and the whole time she's just stomping her feet. What a joke. 1 star. That's a weird.
Yeah, that's not a good dance.
That's a weird dance. That's not twerking it out. Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Won't you march on out there and send another one back?
It's odd. Then we'll go to Atlanta, Georgia, at a place called the Blue Flame. Michael left a 1-star review. Watch out for this place. It wasn't always like this, but now security will work with the dancers to skim money from you. The game is the dancer says, quote, "You took money out of my boots." She will get the security guy and they'll push you in a corner and then say, "Get out or pay." It's all a scam. Be careful.
Well, get out.
You can go.
Like, how much I got to pay to stay?
Yeah.
She said, you stole $100.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
I didn't, but here, I don't want no trouble.
Hey, you stole money out of my boot. Whoa. That's pretty wild,
How you gonna
huh?
steal money out of somebody's boot?
I don't know. And what kind of stripper outfit has boots involved? I don't know. I got a lot of questions about that one.
I'm picturing steel-toed work boots.
Something robust.
Yeah. Like damn flash dance. She's a welder.
A weird one. Yeah, then we'll go to Denver, Colorado at a place called Platinum 84. Josh left a 1-star review. The Asian girl is crafty. Sells you $50 lap dances and charges you twice. And the guys at the front will bully you. He's all steroided out, so if you just keep interrupting him, he goes nuts. Just don't pay, because I didn't. 1 star. A lot going on there.
You notice the trouble most of the time comes from them asking for trying to get the extra services.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
Except for that one that just said, you stole money out of my boot.
Yeah, right.
That guy was minding his own business.
Right.
Most of the time it's because I paid for this and I only got that.
Yeah.
And,
they promised me this and it never came to fruition.
Right. They just don't go in and settle in and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You know.
They buy into the fantasy that these strippers are selling them.
I mean, you go into the movie. I mean, you don't try to pay extra to go meet the actors.
Right.
Just enjoy the show.
Calm down, dude. Then we'll go to Birmingham, Alabama at a place called The Furnace.
I don't know
this place. Alex left a 1-star review. It's absolutely crazy how they don't hire girls under 21. Most men want to see younger women in the strip club. The girls are not cute, and they are very rude. In the state of Alabama, girls who are 18 and over can dance. Y'all's rules is stupid. I've been to a lot better clubs, like Sammy's. 1 star.
I was going to say Sammy's is the only one I've ever heard of in Birmingham, and it's right close to where the radio station used to be that we were on.
Yeah, I am familiar with Sammy's, but I don't know.
So, in other words, radio station's in a great part of town.
It's really nice. Yeah.
But I've never heard of somebody that would really go on record complaining because 21 is too old.
Yeah. And then know the law on the books about strippers in Alabama. I'll have you know.
But then he's trying to say like that he's not weird. Then he say people want to see
most men.
That's it.
Want to see younger women, and not 21. Basically, an old fart.
We want them to be legal enough to see them naked, but they can't have a beer with us.
It's a small window.
Yeah. 18 to strip, 21 to drink.
That's it. So, yeah, he did put that out there in public. Pretty shocking stuff. And we'll go to Las Vegas, Palomino Gentlemen's Club. Alan left a 1-star review. I consider myself a strip club connoisseur.
Whoa.
Before the COVID virus, I would visit a club once or twice a week. I recently went back to the club and was disappointed with the changes. This used to be my favorite. The main reason being the assortment of different dancers from different nationalities. Now they employ mainly white dancers whose dancing levels are not the same as before. I went with a dancer named December, and she insisted that I tip the security $40 before the dance even started.
What?
I don't mind tipping, but I will not be forced to tip prior to the dance. Mind you, I wasn't tipping the dancer, but the security, I will never come back. I've never heard that.
No. This is, okay, if you want to tip the security out of money I give you, then that's the deal. But I'm not just handing him money.
Yeah, because I want a lap dance from you, and I got to do it before the dance even starts? $40 to the security?
But he did it.
Sounds like he did. December, you broke my heart.
And these white girls can't dance.
Yeah. Very, very bad. Then we'll go to Greensboro, North Carolina at a place called Mirage Exotic Nightlife. Mike left a 1-star review. The vibe was as if somebody emptied a trailer park into a dive bar and then dimmed the lights so you wouldn't notice.
That's pretty funny.
If you're looking for some kind of weird-ass hot tub experience, this is the place. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Yeah. Then we'll go to DB's Golden Banana in Peabody, Massachusetts. Will left a 1-star review. Worst management I've ever experienced. Someone needs to buy this dump and redo it. They wouldn't know how to run a business, even if robots operated everything. The bald guy is a clown who disrespects his loyal paying customers. It's a club, dude. not a library. Someone needs to take Grandpa home and feed him his applesauce and tuck him in. Maybe read him a bedtime story. I will never spend another dollar here. It's a shame because the girls were great, not rude like that dickhead manager. 1 star.
Yeah, the manager that wanted you to not act like an idiot in there.
Completely.
Yeah. Old fuddy-duddy.
Yeah. I thought this was the Golden Banana I was at. Didn't realize I was at the library.
I didn't realize. I was at the Smithsonian.
Holy. Yeah, that's something. And then we will wrap up in Vixen's Cabaret in Fort Myers, Florida. Tom left a 1-star review. Me and my group got kicked out over some salt in the bar. 1 star. I was like, some salt in the bar? That didn't make sense. Well, the owner responded just last week and said, yes, you were asked to leave after repeatedly being asked to stop putting your fingers in the salt ring that's used to dress the glasses. It is unsanitary. You were asked nicely to stop, and you continued to do so.
You see, there's always another side.
Absolutely. That's the lesson here.
Yeah, and I believe the manager in this one.
Completely. Vixens, you are...
they're just licking their finger, putting it in the margarita salt.
Is that what...
Yeah.
I couldn't picture what they were doing.
Stop doing that. And they do it again.
Why?
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. I'd kick them out, too.
Of course.
Even if I didn't work there, I'd kick them out.
Get out. Those are the 1-star strip club reviews.
It's extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
Perfect.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
In honor of the 4th of July holiday, here are some facts that they won't teach you in school.
Oh boy.
People think the American dream is all pie in the sky, but there's more up there than just pie.
Right now, get up to 15% off bedroom furniture during our Independence Day sales event. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.